Hey everybody, this is Patrick, and today we are hopping back into Hearthstone. It's been a while since I did a video on this game, but I still play it nearly daily just to at least finish off my daily quest and kind of check out the new cards they throw into the game. I never played enough to really get into the super meta aspect of like climbing the ladder because I just don't have enough cards and really money or time to spend to throw at the game to get all the cards that I need. But what I do like to run every now and then is the arena when I have a lot of gold like I do now. About 1700 just from doing daily quests most of the time. So we're going to just go through an arena run today. Or tonight, should I say, because it's like midnight right now. We're just going to record the drafting, maybe one or two games, and we'll finish the rest another time. I have another video of the Fallout coming out pretty soon, so we're going to keep going with that. We're going to keep trucking along. We're going to try to finish that game. Try to. It's a very long game, so we'll see if we can get that far. But for now... Warlock, Uther, Rexar. Uther is probably the safest bet, the Paladin. But we're gonna go Warlock. Because they got some pretty cool cards. Oh, none of these are very good. The War Leader is not very good anymore. It got nerfed, so we're just gonna not get that period. If you control a minion with 6 or more health, draw 2 cards. I'm gonna go with the Blaze color, probably. It's a 6/6 at least. There's another Murloc. Maybe we show one for a Murloc deck. Oh boy. Let's draw a Murloc, I guess. I guess we have to. Can't attack heroes this turn, charge. Adapt your Murloc. Should we go for a Murloc deck in Arena? I don't think that's a good idea. I think the Scaled Nightmare is definitely the better pick here. Okay, here we go. Something that's a little different. Whenever this minion attacks, deal 2 damage to the enemy hero. So effectively he does 3 to the enemy hero, but he'll die really easy. Control 2 other minions, gain taunt. That's probably the pick here is the rock. Okay. Battlecry silence a minion with death rattle. Probably very situational, not very useful. Also, it's a 5/7 for 6, which isn't awful. But I don't think it's very useful. This is probably almost always going to be the pick here. This is pretty bad. It's just a cheap... but whenever you summon a minion, you deal 5 damage to your hero. So when he's out, he's just doing damage to you most of the time. So we're going to go with the Cabal Trafficker. 6/6 for 6 and adds a demon in my hand at the end of the turn, which is really good. Ravenhold Assassin's not too bad in Arena. Silverware Golem is good if we have discard functions, which we don't. And Young Priest is just fine, but gets picked off by about 3 of the hero powers instantly. But we also lack any low drops right now. But we're going to go with the Ravenhold Assassin, I think. Glacial Shard's really cool. I actually like this card a lot. The freeze function's really cool. But probably Hellfire for the clear. If he was healed this turn, I'm probably never going to get healed very much, so we're not going to do that. We'll probably do Feeding Time. So again, we're not going to get healed like ever, so those are not going to be really useful. And well, there's the heal right there, but we'll probably pick Shadow Bolt. Just good removal. Choose a friendly minion, destroy it, and a random enemy minion. Could be good for like any cheap minions we have, from like Feeding Time or something. Eater of Secrets might be... Honestly, it might be a play we take this one. I think we might do Eater of Secrets. There's a lot of people who are playing Arena are going to be picking up Secrets when they come up, just because they can do a lot. Because like, you never really know what people are having in their decks. And a Secret's a lot of the time an overall pretty good pick. Polluted Hoarder I probably won't pick because I have a built-in card draw through my hero power. And this is a good card for a deck when you have like a combo going on and you draw into cards, so you want to just get card draw. In this deck it probably won't work very well. Zubot, random beast, dragon, and murloc. What do we have? We have a dragon, we have a beast, and we have a murloc. It might be an okay pick over the Wind Fury Harpy. We'll try that. We'll go for some buffs here. Corrupted Heal Bot, restore 8 damage or 8 health to the enemy hero. 5 for 6/6. If he gets 2 attacks in, it's worth it. Weapons cost 2 less. I'm not gonna have weapons, so we're just gonna cross that out. Gains that equal to weapons, so we're going to go with the Corrupted Heal box. We just don't have weapons in this deck. It's a Warlock deck. Night Howler. Whenever this minion takes damage, gain 2 attack. We don't have very good ways to give it damage. That would make it live, so we're probably not going to take that. Wargate Infiltrator is a good card. Again, we're lacking early game, but we have 18 cards left, so we're probably going to go for the Scalebane. Give buffs, and it's a 5/5 for 5. It's not bad at all. This is cool. because we can use our hero power for effectively no health loss, which is really cool. Corruption can be okay, but it takes a turn, so they get a whole turn with the minion you want to kill, which can end up not being okay. Well, cool with the Illusionist. That scenario is well their hero power, to be honest. Big Game Hunter is always a good pick. All these are actually, well, this seems like a bad card. I don't want this at all. No, I definitely don't want this. Doom. A little bit extreme. A little bit extreme. If things get really out of hand, we can Doom for like a for sure clear the whole thing. It's hard to say. We'll probably go for the Big Game Hunter for that removal. We do have quite a bit of removal. We have the Hellfire, which gets 3 damage. Shadow Bolt does 4. This potentially does 5 if we have another Elemental, which we don't at the moment, but we have chances to get one still. Like the Storm Watcher, which I would definitely take this 5/5 versus like a 4/8 for. This puts him in Shadow Word death range for Priest, and this keeps him out of both ranges for Priest. And for the same cost, it's just overall I think a much better card. It does 2 less damage in the long run, but has 3 extra health, which is a huge benefit. So we're going to take that. It gives us an Elemental, which also gives us a trigger for Blaze Caller. And in this case, this is actually a really good card. Giant Wasp is actually a really good card for moving, again, removal. But Tar Lurker is also super good, so we're going to take a Tar Lurker. Destroy friendly minion, gain 2/2. We don't have much early game for him to destroy to gain 2/2, but maybe we'll take it. Maybe we'll take it and see what we can get. This actually synergizes very well. If we got a Runic Egg down, and then we also threw down our Sanguine Revealer, is that how you pronounce it? Reveler. We can draw a card and also give him to be a 3/3 on like turn 2 if in an ideal situation. This Howl Fiend, I'm not really a fan. I don't have a lot of cards that have like that. If I had like the Silver Golem, maybe, but I don't really want to be discarding a lot of cards. And whenever he takes damage at 6 health, it's a lot of health. So we're going to go with the Runic Egg actually in hopes of getting this combo going off in the early game. Alright, Midnight Drake. Gain 1 attack for each other card in your hand. Potentially okay. Since I have a lot of high value right now, I might have a lot of cards in my hand if I get him early. Again, weapons just completely irrelevant, not going to take it. 3 damage. If it's a demon, also give it 3 health. Demons. What do we have for demons? We have not many. These should be no. Those are pterodactyls. They should not be demons. Actually, he's an elemental. Even we actually don't have any demons besides what comes from the Cabal Trafficker. In that case, we're probably gonna go with the Midnight Drake because of the guaranteed value over the other one. These are just completely useless to me. No attack. Or no weapons to gain attack from. Flesh-eating ghoul could be useful for me, so we'll take that. And we need the early game. In this case, we'll probably just take the Bone Mare outright. This card's just really, really good. Yeah, definitely. Bone Mare, 100%. Okay, Firefly is a good early game card. Also good for the Sanguine Revealer. It's good early. We need early game. Badly. We have a lot of late game. I would actually like to pick the Bone Mare a lot right here, but I think the Firefly is the best pick here. Here we have the Necrotic Geist. Whenever one of your minions dies, summon a 2/2 ghoul. He's a 5/3. If I had a lot of low value, a lot of like low life cards, like a lot of these guys, that would be useful. But he's a 6 cost card. He's gonna be played later in the game, and I'm hoping not to be throwing away a lot of minions late in the game. So I think we're gonna go with the Cabal Chemist. Jungle Panther is a pretty good card. Possessed Villager is a good aggro card. Again, a good good trigger for both of these cards right here, which means we'll probably go with that. Summoning Portal could be okay for a lot of our higher end cards, but at that point we have a lot of like range going up here, so we should be able to have cards that would be on curve. So we'll stick with the Possessed Villager. Drain Soul, 2 damage and lifesteal, potentially cool. This Frost Rider. Battlecry, freeze your other minions. I'm not sure if I really like that. I'm going for Drain Soul. It's a good removal. It's good heal. Your end of turn effects trigger twice. What end of turn effects do we have that could trigger twice? We have only the Cabal. Okay, we say the Cobalt Scale Lane. That could be good. We have the Cabal Trafficker. This is start of your turn, not end of your turn, so this would not be affected by it. The Scaled Knight or the Cabal Trafficker would. Otherwise, we have Mountain Giant, which could be okay with this deck because we have a lot of high value cards. It would be in our hand a lot. If it's possible to throw this down at the same time we throw down one of these cards, that could be really good for us. Getting, like, what would it be? It would be 2 of these, which is plus 6 damage. Or 2 demons. It's a cool combo that I kind of like. It's probably not the best card in the situation, but I'm going to take it just because I like it. This is also probably pretty good because we have a lot of dragons right now. And for that case, a lot of, quite a few dragons. You have 1, 2, a beast, which is 3 things to trigger it with. 4. You don't actually count as anything. So we have 4 triggers for this. It's not the best. 5, I guess we have a Murloc. So we have 5 triggers for him. Versus a Flesh-Eating Ghoul, who can die very easily. Adds a little bit of early game, or we can go for more removal with Shadow Bolt. We have 1 Shadow Bolt for removal. Our removal right now is consistent removal is going to be Shadow Bolt, Drain Soul, and then the Hellfire. Otherwise, and Feeding Time, I guess, is 3 damage. So we have like 4 pieces of removal. And we have some elementals to trigger Blaze Caller, so he can become removal later on. I think right now we have a lot of presence on the board. A lot of presence. And this might be good to keep buffing. I'm trying to think of what could counter this very much. We're gonna go all in. Let's go all in on the buffs. Here, we're probably just gonna Possess Villager. We need the early game. That's good. This is a good trigger for Hellfire. Believe it or not, we kill it, and for him as well. So we'll also take the Devilosaur Egg here because we have lots of ways to trigger it, I think. So this deck, I'm not super great at this game. I'm just going off. I'm just kind of doing this off of what I feel. Early game, we have a decent early game now. We have a couple things to be triggered by him. This is probably a bad pick. I probably should not pick the Runic Egg. It's not a very good card. But it's a trigger for him when we didn't have very many other ones. The Devilosaur Egg I actually do like in this. It's a 5/5 that we can almost guarantee to get out with the Hellfire or with him. So that's not bad. This is a questionable card. I probably should have got the Mountain Giant for more oomph. But getting this off with the... with this guy is plus 6 damage at the end of a turn, effectively. And then with the Cabal Trafficker, it is 2 demons in my hand. And this is very doable because he's 3 costs. So it would be 9 cost or 8 cost at most for that kind of a combo. This guy was a bad choice. We didn't really have many... We don't have anything to trigger him off of, to be honest. He's just a bad card, but we can play him as a 3/2 pretty much. So it's not... All is not lost. And we can also maybe get him down with a Zubat or something to buff him up a little bit. This card, not great either, but it's good for like the Hellfire turn or for taking hero powering. Zubat's pretty good in this because we have a lot of dragons and stuff he can buff. Eater of Secrets, I might like just because there's a lot of secrets that get played in Arena. It's not bad to maybe have one of these, maybe take off like a Explosive Trap or a Noble Sacrifice or something like that. Hellfire is good clear. I like this card a lot. This gives me a good, I can get a potion, usually some kind of utility. This card can be good because we have a lot of high cost cards, so early in the game, maybe turn 4, we might have quite a few cards in the hand, so we can get maybe a 4/4 or a 5/4 out of him for 4. Could be good. Big Game Hunter is just good removal. He's a good card, 5/5 for 5, and plus 3 damage at the end of a turn is a good value. Corrupted Healbot, he was the best choice out of the bundle, I think, at that point. Feeding Time's more removal, and maybe triggers for something else, who knows. This is also good just because we have more things to buff. Nesting Rock, we might have a lot of minions out, so it would be good to have Taunt. And the rest is pretty much just high value cards at the end. So that's the deck. Pretty much board presence is the name of the game here. We want to get a board presence down, buff it up, get high value minions out, and just kind of face him down. Is how I think I'm going to play this deck. I'm hoping to go even here, at least 3 wins. No guarantee though. But for now, we're gonna play one game right now. And then we'll come back tomorrow night and play some more. Because I did lead up relatively early. So here, we're going to maybe keep the Shadow Bolt and throw back the Zubat. We're going to keep the Possessed Villager for sure. He's a turn 1 play. Super easy to, super good to have. Shadow Bolt, probably keep against the Druid. Who knows what he might have. 4 damage is good to clear off a high value minion. Not the best card, but at least we can throw him down right on turn 5. I want to save this card. This card, the Drakari Enchanter, I do want to save because he is what's going to give me some... playing him early doesn't do me any good. The only time he'll do me any good is if... we're going to obviously hero power here. I don't want to play him on 3. But, you know, we might just to keep on curve because we need that... We need the board presence. Good. That's really good for us. He's just going to throw out that. That's excellent. We can draw here if we get another 3-cost card. We don't. We should probably throw this out for board presence. He has combo effects. We're going to hit here for sure. I can hero power. That doesn't do anything for him or for many of these cards. And this actually gives me possible nesting rock. We're going to throw it out. I think it's better to have a dude on the board than it is to hold him and be greedy for a combo that might not happen this game. Ideally, that's when I want to get that card, is later on when I can combo with my other cards. But I think it's important in Arena especially to have board presence when he has none right now. He's already wasted 2 turns hero powering, or 1 turn hero powering. And the second turn he hasn't played anything either yet. That's good news for us, because next turn we can easily throw down the Cabal Chemist and get another... Okay. Perfect. That's actually really good for us, because we can just do this. So we'll Shadow Bolt. He wasted a coin and a return ability, and just got Shadow Bolted. It's good value. Next turn, if we keep Bolter alive, we throw the Nesting Rock, and we have a really good turn. Worst case, we throw the Corrupted Heal Bot and still have a pretty good turn. Good. That's even better for us. He's throwing down a lot of cards. This is actually really good for us too, but we're not going to be greedy. Nesting Rock's the better play here. Next turn we can throw down the Midnight Drake and get a lot of extra damage from the hand. This is really good because he's throwing out 2 cards now with Battle Cries that he hasn't used on his own side of the board. He's just throwing down guys because he has nothing on the board and nothing good to play right now. That's bad for us. No, it's not. It's not bad for us. I lied. This is why we run Big Game Hunter. This is why we run Big Game Hunter. I think it's important to clear and keep board presence and then just keep the pressure on. I really want to get out the Scaled Nightmare where I have more cards in my hand. But next turn, honestly, it's probably just better to play on curve with a Bone Mare. We want to stay on curve. I don't want to get too greedy and throw this out. Bone Drake. Yeah, I think honestly there's a Cabal Trafficker. This actually is the better play right now. Because this will give us now 2. That's our combo here. And we're just going to go face. Just face. Give us 2 demons. Voidwalker. It's a taunt. It's fine. And Cruelly Unshackled. Cruelly Unshackled. If your demon has no duplicates, summon all demons from your hand. So it summons a 1 demon. You know, it's not great, but it's a 7/9. And it was free. I don't have that card before. So he's going to get charged. He gets to clear that. And he's going to kill the Cabal Trafficker. Okay. We might just have lethal. This is plus 4/4. That's 8. We have 10 damage. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit and hit. We're going to Midnight Drake. We're going to taunt and hit face and draw a card. 8/4 unless he has Swipe or Jade Lightning. No, Jade Lightning is a Shaman card, right? Yes. So unless he has Swipe, he's probably dead. Primordial Drake doesn't do it, and Primordial Drake gets him. He kills it. He keeps alive 1 more turn. I think what we do is we drop the Bone Mare. Let's drop this. This is actually a good threat for him too. That's a good threat. It's 8 life. It's really hard for him to clear. It has Wind Fury, and we can Bone Mare it to do more damage. This deck has a lot of oomph in the late game, actually, come to think of it. This could work out really well. We very well could win. We actually... I might have blown my mic there if you guys heard that. We just hit the Blaze Color to do 5 damage. That's a pain in the ass. But he's going to kill that. Okay. So in this case, We gotta hit twice. I'm not a huge fan. We don't have to hit twice. Hit once. The blaze color. And we do this. And we hit face. And now, unless he can clear 3 things or get a big taunt up, he's actually, we have Hellfire. So unless he hero powers here, he's actually dead. I didn't have 3 at the end. No, I did. I actually just fucked up. I missed lethal. I totally missed lethal. But he's also probably dead now. So I don't think it matters. I should have just played Hellfire instead of playing this and we would have won, honestly. So if we do lose, it's totally my fault now. I gotta play a little bit slower. And remember that I have Hellfire's 3 damage there that would have just murdered him at the spot. What did he get? Doesn't really matter. But he's just gonna be straight up dead. Okay. He's at 12. Oh, wow. Is he not straight up? You know what? He's not dead. But he's damn close. Oh, he's dead. 10-10. Just kidding. He's dead. He's fucking dead. Okay. We missed lethal there, but we still got the win. And honestly, a really good showing of this deck, I think. I think this deck showed really well right there. Also completing my Warlock victory quest.